I have the honor to welcome His Excellency Macky Sall.
It's been 2 years since world leaders gathered physically for the United Nations General Assembly due to the restrictions caused by COVID-19 pandemic. This year, the 77 UNGA theme, a watershed moment, transformative solutions to interlocking challenges, focuses on providing solutions to the shared implications of the Russia-Ukraine conflict, global food crisis, and climate change. With Africa being badly hit by the Russia-Ukraine war, the African Union reiterates its position, calling for peaceful negotiation.
Le Conseil de sécurité est interpellé.
We call for a de-escalation and a cessation of hostilities in Ukraine, as well as for a negotiated solution to avoid the catastrophic risk of a potentially global conflict. Negotiations and discussions are the best tools we have to promote peace. I launch an appeal to put together a high-level mediation mission to which the African Union stands ready to contribute.
The reduction in government revenues caused by a combination of the COVID-19 pandemic and the Russia-Ukraine conflict has seen more borrowings by many African countries, but with high debt profile, a huge chunk of budgetary allocations on the continent goes to debt servicing. The African Union is calling for the partial reallocation of special drawing rights needed for developing countries to ease financial crunch.
And the implementation of the G20 Debt Service Suspension Initiative. Ladies and gentlemen, the unprecedented shock further destabilizes the weakest economies and makes their need for liquidity ever more pressing, so as to mitigate the effects of widespread inflation and support the most vulnerable households and social strata, especially the young people and women.
While reaffirming Africa's commitment to the Paris Climate Agreement, the African leaders are hoping to reach a consensus for a fair and equitable energy transition.
Let us also work towards the goal of mobilizing $100 billion per year to support developing countries' adaptation efforts and to finance the African Adaptation Acceleration Program under the auspices of the African Development Bank and the Global Center for Adaptation.
The African Union believes that giving Africa a seat at the United Nations Security Council and the G20 will give the continent the opportunity to be part of decision-making that affects its people.